Hello and welcome to this week's reading. I just wanted to share, I had Isis come through with a message for you, and the message she has for you is freedom comes from great perspective, from growing your special gifts. Are you practicing? Growth permits originality. Find your freedom practicing magic, and here you demand your desires. Don't doubt your abilities. So, for me, this is saying, your development and knowledge will give you the foundation and freedom for your uniqueness to emerge. You combine what you know with the old ways and new methods and blend them into something new. So your quest for knowledge continues and your skills should be practiced. So if you are having any specific deities, gods, goddesses, or guides coming through, please share in the comments because I'd really love to hear, especially if anyone else is experiencing Egyptian deities coming through, because this seems to be my main guides. Along with Isis's message, we do have a lot of earth energy coming through. This speaks to us about connecting with Mother Earth, being in nature and letting the seasons and cycles of growth and change guide you for each step you take. Grounding is really important right now, especially with all the planets we have that are mostly residing in water and fire signs. So try imagining roots coming from your feet and growing deep down into Mother Earth to allow her to support you and your growth. We also have Merkaba activation energy, which is a spiritual practice that uses meditation, breathing, and visualization techniques to imagine a spinning star tetrahedron shaped light field around the body, which is known as an ascension vehicle. And this helps to connect the soul and the body to elevate consciousness. I watched a sacred geometry series on Gaia, and this takes you through this practice. So if you do want to try this technique, maybe look that up because it is quite powerful. So starting off our reading today, we have the Valley of Knowledge. This is a time of self-mastery and building up your skills in your areas of passion. So to build something in the real world, it really requires dedication and daily practice for you to thrive. But the knowledge you seek isn't coming only from what you are learning from others. There is knowledge from within that can be harnessed from going within. You learn so much from being still and centered and listening to your inner knowing. And here you have access to guidance from spirit and your ancestors. There may be a new role coming into your life or a change of direction to something that is more in alignment to what you really want to do. The area that most lights you up is the key here. As Isis said, grow your special gifts and use magic to create and demand your desires. Crossing the theme, we have Earth's heart. Amidst our phenomenal scientific pursuits, we have yet to journey to the core of the Earth. We can only suppose what is there. Such is the mystery of the Kavarum Terra card. It is related to the archetypal image of the cave and the fourth chakra located at the heart. This card appears when there is something blossoming deep within that requires our attention, our tending to. It could be a new love, a way of serving others, or an offering to the planet and its resources. In alchemical texts, Kavarum Terra roughly translates to Earth is the true heart. The journey of discovery will take you through many layers, slowly revealing her gifts. This is proof of Earth's longing to provide, to teach. You've already felt the pulse of Earth's heart. Now it's time to listen, to be a student of her wisdom. So there is a rose at the bottom of this card, and to me this signifies your beauty that grows from deep within. You have been on a long journey of peeling back the layers of the rose, and there is wisdom and knowledge in your heart. Something you have been tending to wants to be shared, maybe taught to others. This is something you deeply value and care about. Maybe you've been having new ideas of ways you can provide a service or an offering to others. If you are still on the quest for finding this wisdom, use Mother Earth as a vehicle to that question. Be in nature, stand bare feet on the grass, and let the elements speak to you. Try and pay attention to what you see, hear, and feel when you connect with Mother Earth, as she really wants to guide you. You just need to be available for her wisdom and to listen. Next, we have the vessel. The vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on Earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs, savings accounts protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbits. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full? Or perhaps there is no vessel at all, and the contents spill in every direction. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honoured. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. So your body is a container that needs to be honoured. We go through cycles where we pay less attention to what our bodies need, especially in winter. If you have been focusing a lot of attention on your passions, and these do not include movement or nourishment of your body, then it may be a good time to start moving your body, more in a way that feels right for you. You may also need to look at what nourishment and care you are giving yourself. Really think your body is your temple, and to have the energy that you need for your passions, your vessel should be looked after and maintained. Remember, as within, so without. So if you aren't sleeping, eating well, or moving, etc., then your energy gets depleted, and then you are not really in a good position to work towards your goals and passions. So really take this time to focus on what your body needs. I think definitely getting outside in nature is really going to be beneficial for you right now, especially with all this earth energy we do have in this reading today. But yeah, or it could be yoga and breathing techniques, anything that is really using your body, I think is going to be really important. The next card that we have underneath this is the Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. Oh, this is a beautiful card. So for me, what's coming through is, you are a child of Mother Earth and she loves all of her children. Allow yourself to feel this love move through you. There is beautiful growth and transformation here. The Earth Mother is giving you strength, especially if you have been overwhelmed lately. With the Earth energy in this reading, there is a message here to remember you chose to be here on Earth at this time. So try and really stay in your center and be grounded in your daily activities. Know you are always guided on your path. With all the green on this card, it speaks to me about the heart chakra. So if you do have any choices to make, do this by tapping into your heart and feeling deep within, if it really aligns with you. And if it doesn't, make a choice to follow what feels most right for you now. There's butterflies on the card as well. So I do think you've undergone a lot of transformation. The way of the transformation with the next card we've got coming up is the Hermit. So I think this has been, through going within. The Hermit is backing up this message, I would say. So really use meditation as a vehicle to finding that clarity and guidance that you are seeking. Try if you can to make this a daily practice, even if it's just for a few minutes a day. And, focusing on your breath and being still and silent. And maybe afterwards as well, try automatic writing, where you just write and allow anything to come through you. A lot of us, obviously, we work, we're busy, constantly doing things up and about or scrolling on our phone, but this doesn't allow our inner voice to be heard. And I really think there is a message that wants to be noticed coming through to you at this time. So really do take this time to go within and be still right now. The next card we have is the Four of Swords. So again, this is another card of stillness and rest. Your mind may have been really busy lately on the quest for your knowledge, and I feel the rest of what you need to know is going to come from within you. This will bring clarity and expansion by being calm and remaining centered. But don't suppress any feelings or urges that arise in the silence. Just allow those thoughts and any feelings to come. And, from a place of knowing, you can carry out your plans in a way that feels good to you. There may have also been a period of fears or worries that you've been going through, but the inner work you are doing is going to guide you, or already has guided you, to a solution that is going to benefit you in all areas of your life. I think that's really beautiful. The next card we have is Earth Star Activation, Anchoring, Grounded Action, and Isis Energy. So 6 to 12 inches below your feet is where your Earth Star chakra can be found. This is a portal that can help connect us to the wisdom of Mother Earth. And this gateway is a space where we can tap in to connect with our sacred magic and can access the gifts we came here to develop. These tools are going to help you on your journey to manifest your desires. So connect by imagining roots from the soles of your feet, and they go deep down into the core of Mother Earth. And imagine that Earth consciousness rising up into your body. Your magic is being rediscovered by going within. And this is not a time of action, but a time for integration. So take the time for rest so these energies can be fully integrated. So the Earth Star Activation card, that's about going deep within, obviously going down into Mother Earth and grounding and allowing that energy to come up. And this activation for Merkaba brings your energy down and up to a portal where we can connect to the divine matrix of ancient wisdom. So I was called to read a couple of paragraphs from this book. So to connect, it says, place one hand on your heart and that other on the space just above your pubic bone. Breathe. Send your breath down to earth. Send your breath up to heaven. Then chant Merkaba several times. When you feel you've chanted enough, visualize or physically or psychically see a spinning sphere of light surrounding your body and be open to wisdom coming through. You are engulfed in light. You are raising your vibration and becoming magnetic to the presence and wisdom of light. You are in a space of ascension. The ascension process isn't about leaving this incarnation or dimension, but about finding harmony within it. All of the attention, love, and care you have been given to your body are supporting your spiritual journey. A powerful gateway of light is surrounding you now, allowing you to connect with the divine matrix of ancient wisdom. It's important for you to be aware of the information, energy, and downloads you are receiving, for all that's coming through is supporting your expansion. You are moving up a level. It's time to fly high. Well, that's exciting. The next card we have is Uranus, and from this, I would say you are having an awakening, and that is bringing through your special and unique gifts. This is a beautiful energy, and it is through your hard work and dedication to the good work. The gold in this card is in their hands, and the gold is in your hands, but it's not about clinging to it. I would say it's about flowing with the inspiration when it comes and using it to your advantage. The seasons change, and as we move into the spring, which is very soon, new growth starts to rise up. We've nearly finished our period of rest for the winter, and we've had that time of reflection, and soon it will be time to put your skills into action. I'm going to also read this from the book because I forgot, I just went off in a tangent. But obviously with Kim Kranz, with her alchemical, the Wild Unknown alchemical alchemy with guidebook, it's just amazing. I'd say if you don't have this deck, I really recommend it. So in the book, when Uranus strikes, we are in for a surprise, not in the outer world, but in ourselves. What wasn't possible before is possible now, thanks to Uranus and its ability to shatter our preconceptions. The shift in perspective or identity brings newfound freedom and opens up dormant energy. For an alchemist, this may be experienced as a long-awaited aha moment or a sudden stroke of genius. Inventions and innovations are born under Uranus energy. This card may also appear to show us what is particularly unique about ourselves or another. A seemingly random or idiosyncratic quality may end up being the secret ingredient needed in the laboratory. The alchemist knows this radical energy isn't sustainable, and so the work is to show up each day, whether or not Uranus strikes. So astrologically as well, Uranus is at the last degree of Taurus, I think, before it moves into Gemini. And this energy can be feeling like you're having an awakening as well. There may be sudden changes coming through, sudden breakthroughs, sudden aha moments. And we also have the sun in a sextile to Uranus, and this is like a harmonious aspect, and this can bring through opportunities and sudden insights. So you may be feeling this shift but may not fully know yet like what direction completely to go, and that is okay. Take the time you need. That there isn't like, it's not a race. We all have our own unique path. It's not like about, oh, I must be at this point by this point. It's about when it's right. And although we have free will, so it's about our decisions, there's also a thing of divine timing. So the things come in as and when they're meant to. But I do really think there's a lot of activations coming through now, and obviously as we move into the into Aries season, that is the beginning of a cycle. That is a new beginning. And obviously Aries is all about I am. So I think this is a lot of us going to be making and paving our own way, which I think is amazing. I think a lot of us are going through periods of where we're not so satisfied in the area of whether that's a relationship, a job, a home, wherever. I think a lot of us are feeling that, where we're like, I know I don't want to be here, but I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. And it's kind of like an in-between phase. And that's okay. It's that you don't have to jump like from one to another thing, because there is fear of the unknown. That is completely natural, but you can build on the side slowly, step by step. And I think a lot of that is through harnessing and developing your gifts and your magic, and using your power of thought and feeling to really help those manifestations come to fruition, because they are going to. But you've really got to believe that it's going to, and you've got to have trust in yourself that it's going to show up when it's meant to show up. The next card for our outcome or key is Gnosis. So I will read that from the book before I go on a tangent again. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. Oh, that gave me chills. So, the theme of this reading is you being on a quest for knowledge and looking for answers. The outcome or key to your seeking, it really comes from you, not external sources. They may guide you and support you, but your truth is not found by anyone else. It is from you and from within. We ask so many questions, which is a good thing. It's good to be curious and inquisitive, but it comes down to a knowing that is what you're seeking. It's within you. We are our greatest teachers. Your passions and the things that make your energy expand, that is the guidance. That is like the path. We know ourselves more than anyone. No one else is like you. You are unique and you have amazing gifts and abilities. So don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. Just keep following your joy. You will never have all the answers. That's impossible. We can never know everything. But you will have what you need for each step of the journey. And remember, it's not about the destination, because we always think, oh, I want this big house, but then when you get there, are you fulfilled? Are you still looking for more stuff? It's about knowing that you have all you need now. It's not about, oh, I must have this material thing to be happy. No, it starts from you just being happy first. The angel number we have today is 2121, energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. The day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. And the animal spirit we have today is peacock vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Exactly. You have beautiful, there's a lot of colors coming through in this reading, and it's about using all of you, not just like one little aspect. I think when we go down certain paths, especially in our careers, and say that career is no longer fulfilling us anymore, we can lose that vibrancy. But there is also magic in the mundane. So if it's bringing down your energy levels, then that can make manifestation harder. So even if you're in a job you're not particularly liking right now, or in a relationship, try and find the value in that. Try and remain in a higher frequency, because if you have a place, of gratitude in your heart for what you have, because obviously it's paying your bill. So we have needs and basic needs that we need to take care of each day. We can't just all like suddenly be in the dream house, job, relationship that you feel that you need. It's about starting from a place of gratitude, starting from a place of love, and then, thinking about what does this job give me, or what does this relationship give me that I am grateful for now? What have you learned from being in that, situation or relationship? Because there's value there, and sometimes we're not satisfied with anything. we get something, we're on a quest for something, and like the valley of knowledge. Once we get there, we're like, oh, but now I want to know this thing. Now I want to do this thing. And I've been guilty of that myself, where I've done so many different courses, different degrees, different jobs, and sometimes I stay in them too long, and then I feel like I've regretted it, or why did I do that? But actually, you were exactly where you were meant to be, and you have learnt so many different skills in so many different areas that you can kind of combine these together and then bring out something new, something new that you can share. But yeah, sorry, I've gone completely off there. But yeah, if you do have any insights or anything, or any comments you'd like to share, please feel free to do so. And until next time, thank you. Bye.